Well, hello everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you back to the channel. I've got a real exciting unboxing review for you tonight of the Freewing 70mm EDF Joint Strike Fighter F-35. I've really been looking forward to doing this one, guys. I really like the airplane. I think it's kind of underestimated in the public view, and I think it's got a pretty big future as a tactical fighter. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox the airplane. Just got it fresh in the mail today from Motion RC. And while we're doing that, I'll go over a few facts just about the real airplane until we get the box open here. The actual aircraft was developed by Lockheed Martin, and there were 9 countries involved in the development of the airplane. It's got a Pratt & Whitney F-135 PW100 turbofan engine on it, pumping out 43,000 pounds of thrust. The airplane is 35 feet long. I'm sorry, it's got a wingspan of 35 feet. It's actually 51 feet long. And it sits 14 feet off the ground. Weighs 70,000 pounds max. We're in that range for takeoff. It's got a fuel capacity of 18,498 pounds. It's got a payload of 18,000 pounds. Let's get a shot of that real quick. This is my buddy Art back here running the camera for us tonight. He's got a YouTube channel of his own, Arizona Gun Guy. I'll put a little link in there for you. Any of you guys might be interested in that. So the real airplane has a service ceiling of over 50,000 feet. Can go Mach 1.6. That's just over 1,200 miles per hour. These are, of course, the unclassified numbers. I'm sure that it's even a little bit faster than that. They usually don't tell you the full capability of the airplane. It's got internal and external armament capability. These are just some things that I ordered along with the airplane, guys. Just my transmitter, or I'm sorry, my receiver. And then right in here I've got the A3L version 2. I'm not going to take it out of there, I decided, but it's gyro for the airplane. And then I just got some glue for myself and a lead for my charging port. All right. All right. Like always, it looks like they've got 2 trays here for the airplane, one on top of the other. That's how Freewing seems to package their airplanes. And then we'll take the 2 halves apart. All right, well, let's get a look at it. Looks like, first of all, they've got the instruction manual, like they always do. This particular manual's in black and white, but it's got all the good stuff in it that they always provide. Exploded assembly diagrams. Instructions for the flight controls and so forth. Always important to follow the directions. We'll go ahead and lift, looks like the wings out, so you can get a look at those. Boy, you know, the finish on these airplanes, guys, that Freewing provides just never ceases to amaze me. It used to be that a foam model just looked like foam, you know, but it's not like that anymore. Some of these guys out at the field, I'll fly this thing in front of them for 2 or 3 days, before they finally go, hey, that's made out of foam, isn't it? So, yeah, just beautiful. The panel detailing, decals, the paint job on that, fantastic, as always. Looks like we've got a carbon rod here for the wing mount. There's the other wing there. Move that out of the way. And let's take a look here. We've got looks like the nose cone. See if I can get this in frame. There we go. It's magnetic. Looks like it's going to go on the airplane magnetically. They got a little protruding styrofoam there. Sure helps support it on the fuselage, and then it looks like the tip here is actually full-on plastic. For those of you guys that like to store your airplanes on the nose from time to time, or just so that it doesn't get deformed in not shipping, but moving it out to the field. Transporting. We've got the full flying stabilizer here. There's actually looks like plastic hinges on there. They look pretty beefy, so that'll be nice. And we'll go ahead and move this tray out of the way. And we'll get over here into this one. This is obviously one of the vertical stabilizers. This is really cool, guys. This stabilizer here represents the paint job from AF-01. This airplane was or is out at Edwards Air Force Base. And what's kind of cool about that is it's going to increase the flight visibility substantially. You know, the airplane is designed to disappear. It's camouflage in the air, so it's hard to see. So this will help out with airplane orientation. Let's take a look at some of the Freewing specs on this airplane before we get any further down the line here, real quick. As I said, this is a 12-bladed electronic ducted fan airplane, EDF. It's got an 80 amp brushless ESC. The motor is an in-runner, 2957 2210 kV. It's got aluminum compression struts on the landing gear, and it's molded from EPO foam. The servos are all digital 9-gram metal geared, and there's no glue required in the assembly of the airplane. It's got all the wings and the elevators, rudders, all that stuff are all screw on. So yeah, a lot of things happening there. It's a really good airplane, it looks like, and I cannot wait to fly it. Got some interesting stuff here, guys. Looks like these are there's some clear plastic molded parts here. Not really sure 100% what those are for, but I'll get a look at it and let you know what I come up with. Right here, guys, is the fuselage. All right, so back to business here. The fuselage, guys. Wow, that is really impressive. Really impressive. Just look at the detailing on that. Isn't that something? Let's get it up here on the wide angle too. Take a look at that. I'm going to flip it around so that you can see into the flight deck a little bit better there on the wide angle. And for the other cameras, here's the bottom of the airplane. There are no gear doors on this airplane, guys. That's not atypical on the 70mm models. You know what these are great for? They're great for just throwing them in your car, heading down to the field and having a good time with them. You know, the A-10 here, I did a lot of detailing. I did the video on that one, spent months on this airplane. And I love flying it, but it's a, you know, it's a bigger airplane and it's more complex. When I want to fly it, I have to take it down to the field in pieces. I have to put the wings on down there and everything. You know, and I have to make sure that all the moving parts on the airplane are always in good repair all the time. These 70 millimeter airplanes are pretty simple, you know. They're easy to maintain, they're easy to transport, and you can just go have a good time with them. I'm not even going to bother detailing this airplane. So, very, very exciting stuff. I was hoping for a long time they'd come out with a new version of the F-35 airplane, and they did. Let's see if we can't figure out what these parts are for here before we finish up. Because that kind of surprised me, guys. I did not expect to see that in there. I absolutely don't know what those are for. Well, if I figure it out and it's important, we'll do a follow-up video at some point. We'll get you that information. In the meantime, it's been a real pleasure to have you all on my channel. Please like and subscribe the video at your earliest convenience. And hope you enjoyed the F-35 from Freewing. It's been a lot of fun bringing it to you. Happy flying. Thanks for watching.